Salutations, cadets! I am your Commander Pika. The dawning is in full swing in Destiny 2, bringing holiday cheer and loot to Season of the Seraph. Perhaps you're curious on how it works, loot it has, and efficient currency farms there are. Well, let's dive in. To start, head to the tower. Upon landing, you should see Ava Levante in the center. Talk to her and she'll give you a tutorial quest. Just read everything and follow along. Short, sweet, and all done in the tower. It'll teach you the basics and give you some loot like the new Stay Frosty pulse rifle. If for whatever reason you have issues, check the quest kiosk in the tower, make sure you have room in your quest tab and consumable inventory, and hover over the tooltip icon in the top left of Ava's vendor screen. Now you're on your own, but don't worry, we'll go over everything. For this event, you'll have several currencies and items to interact with. Uncommon and rare ingredients, Essence of Dawning, Holiday Oven, Dawning Spirit, a gift in return, and a boon of friendship. Those ingredients are obtained by defeating enemies you find everywhere. The uncommon ones are based on different enemy factions, Cabal, Vex, etc., and the rare ones are from how you killed those enemies and performing different actions. Supers, finishers, swords, solar, melees, etc. Essence of Dawning is obtained from various activity completions, each giving varying amounts. Strikes give around 16, Dares of Eternity give 14, Public Events 5, etc. You then combine those three things into your holiday oven to bake a delicious treat for the characters of Destiny. No need to remember the recipes anymore, just pick the treat and craft it. The treat then goes into your consumables inventory. Try not to have a full inventory. If there is no space, they'll go to your postmaster, so clean and check regularly. Once you have crafted every type of cookie, you can masterwork your oven to reduce the essence required for baking, 15 down to 10. Dawning Spirit comes from cookie delivery, as well as bounties, challenges, and equipping the Starfarer's ship. With that spirit, head back to Ava to buy her upgrades and focus loot. More on that in a bit. And with those given treats, you'll get some gifts in return. Open them for some XP, Glimmer, Legendary Shards, Enhancement Cores and Prisms, or, better yet, save them and use them at Ava to focus them into weapons. Lastly, the Boon of Friendship is a buff consumable item obtained daily at Ava. You can also talk to some Elixni friends at their home for an additional boon each day. Consume it, and then grant your fire team extra gifts when completing matchmade activities. A great way to spread the joy. So what are the best strategies to farm for these currencies? For the ingredients, play PvE activities. Focus on high ad density and faction diversity, so things like Strikes and Dares of Eternity greatly fits that perfectly. For specific enemy factions, Hive in Savathun's Throne World Lost Sectors or the Grasp of Avarice dungeon entrance, Fallen in the EDZ Lost Sectors and Grasp's final boss arena, Cabal in the Derelict Leviathan, EDZ Lost Sectors, and Duality dungeon, Scorn in the Containment activity and Witch Queen Preservation mission, Taken in Dreaming City Lost Sectors, Blind Well, and Prophecy dungeon, and Vex in Europa's Perdition or Bunker E15 Lost Sector, and the Spire of the Watcher dungeon. For the rare ingredients, mix up your loadout and make sure to weave in easily forgettable things like finishers, sword kills, and different elements. Some ingredients might seem quite rare, but they will eventually drop, just keep at it. For Essence, on screen now is an assortment of drop rates from various activities. Like I always say, do the stuff you have fun doing or has the loot you value. If trying to be optimal, you have two options. For free-to-play and solo players, then speedrunning Legend Lost Sectors. They change daily and are 1580, but if you are well equipped and it's a quick lost sector, give it a go. This can give you about 16 essence every 3 minutes or so, and you still have the potential of earning exotic armor. If you own the Witch Queen, then the infamous investigation mission checkpoint farm. Just load it up, complete the plate encounter, wipe, switch characters, finish the mission, then swap back to the character with that checkpoint, repeat. This does require 2 people, but it's a valid strat. For Dawning Spirit, make sure to equip the Starfarer 7M exotic ship. This grants the chance of earning Spirit whenever you earn a cookie ingredient. For veteran players, check collections, equipment, ships, Season 12, and build the ship for some Glimmer and Shards. If you are new or never obtained it, then head to the third page of Ava's vendor screen. There it can be bought for a hefty 5,000 Glimmer and 100 Legendary Shards. But that's not it, you will also need its upgrade which costs the same amount again. Hefty, but worth it for that passive Spirit gains. The other sources is cookie making, and you want the fastest and easiest. And surprise surprise, it's Tess Everest and Varix, requiring kite and powder, multifaceted, and electric flavors. Simply, arc multi-kills on Hive. So Grasp's Loot Cave and Witch Queen related activities is your jam. There's also an AFK farm in the King's Fall raid, a link down below. Might be your jam, just not mine and could be patched out in the future. After those gifts in return, giving away those cookies and playing activities with those boons of friendship active. Rough estimate is about 15 to 20% drop rate of those boxes from Cookie Exchange, so pump Tess and Varix full of dough. Now for those challenges, triumphs, and upgrades. Inspect the Dawning event card in your quest screen or the seal in the Triumphs menu. These will help give you additional gifts, all the Dawning weapons, spirit, an emblem, 2 shaders, and exotic ghost. Complete all 16 challenges to earn the Starbreaker title, unlock the ability to gild it, and get an Ascendant Alloy and Shard. As far as Triumphs go, these are the easiest and most passive to do. On screen is a summation of all challenges for the base title and gilding. Simply put, get 800 kills with each element, get 100 snowball kills in Dares and Vanguard ops, do several playlist activities, bake cookies, and buy all of Ava's upgrades. Gilding just requires more of that. So, let's condense these tips to accomplish both farming and these challenges. 1. Buy and equip the Starfarer ship. Spirit is the upgrade in crafting currency, so we need all the help that we can get. 1B. Make sure you have room in your consumables inventory. This allows better essence and cookie management. 1C. If you have multiple characters, make sure to pick up the Holiday Oven at Ava and remasterwork it. 2. Focus on activities and challenges first. Cookies come later. 3. While in those activities, make sure to throw snowballs and use a wide variety of elements and abilities. Use what you like, but when you see that you finished a specific element, then swap your gear around. If you prefer a more systematic approach, then equip all Void when running strikes, Solar and Dares of Eternity, etc. 4. Some ingredients are annoying, so run with a sword, use high multi-kill orb generating supers and siphon mods, and remember to finish your foes. 5. Don't open or use your gifts. Wait until you unlock some of Ava's upgrades first. Alright, so you've done the elemental challenges to unlock all the Dawning weapons, and have a bunch of Dawning Spirit and cookie ingredients. Now it's time for upgrades, baking, and focusing. With your Dawning Spirit, head to Ava and buy her upgrades. The top row is about ingredients and weapon focusing, the bottom is about snowball effects. You'll need to unlock them all for the title, however, let's focus on 4 upgrades to get first: Limited Exchange, Perky Presents, Perkier Presents, and Gift Wrapped Exchange. These will allow you to focus your gifts in return into specific weapons that can roll with 2 perks in each column, at the cost of 25 spirit and a gift. The Gift Wrapped Exchange upgrade is good if you want a wide variety of weapons first at a cheaper cost. After that, pick up the remaining upgrades and start focusing away. For those gifts and more spirit, now is the time to craft cookies. To get the most for your money, make sure to masterwork your Holiday Oven. For veterans, the only new cookie is Finch this year, so 1 and then masterwork. For new players, just make 1 of each cookie. If you want an order, then follow along the optional quest Ava gives you. We waited to do this now, so you had a bunch of ingredients to make a ton of cookies at once and not have to bounce around the solar system. You also have the upgraded event card to consider. For 1000 silver, you get a special set of cosmetics, 3 unlocked right away, and then a few with event tickets, found from completing those event challenges. Only you can decide if that's worth it, but there is plenty of stuff available on free-to-play with those challenges and Bright Dust store items alone. If you're on the fence, then wait towards the end of the event. If you completed all the challenges and like the cosmetics, then spend that silver. Alright, now the real secret farm of the Dawning. Bright Dust. In my opinion, this is still the best event to farm Bright Dust because it is casual and pairs well with other activities. You want those new armor ornaments? Bright Dust. Other Eververse stuff? Bright Dust. So make sure to grab and complete those 2 weekly bounties at Ava. They will give you 400 dust total, and ideally complete them on all 3 characters. If you don't have alts, then make some, it's easy Bright Dust. Then, focus on repeatable bounties. Ava's just require baking specific cookies for 10 dust a pop. So wait until you have loads of currency, then head on over to Ava. Pick up some bounties, quickly bake those cookies, profit. The main pain is then delivering them and dealing with your inventory space, so make room or have them go to your postmaster. To get the most out of this, pair with repeatable bounties in the core playlists, most easily strikes. Head to Zavala, use those weapons and finishers, claim for dust. And those kills and strikes completions will give you ingredients for your cookies. A nice little loop. Not super fun, but if you want all the goodies in Eververse, this is the method to do it without opening your wallet. Far better than most games these days with a microtransaction shop. And that's the Dawning. Super TLDW. Put on Starfarer 7M, focus on the event challenges, use a variety of weapons and elements, masterwork your oven, get and use your daily boons, grind Legend Lost sectors, get Hive Arc multi-kills, and bake Tess and Varric's cookies. And have fun! Throw some snowballs, have some laughs, and take it easy. Oh, and get that loot. The Dawning brings 5 weapons, each with interesting perk combinations and the special origin trait Dawning Surprise, where rapid weapon multi-kills can create a Dawning gift. A small purple square, when picked up, grants health, health regen, and about 10% energy to your abilities. Kind of like an elemental well and attrition well put together. Look at the perks and see what might be interesting to you. My recommendations. The Stay Frosty Pulse has many great perks in column 4. Kill Clip, Desperado, Adaptive Munitions, and Headstone. Zephyr is still unique in that it has Cold Steel, Chill Clip for swords. Lasioclasm Slideshot and Reservoir Burst would be quite fun. Cold Front with Unrelenting and Frenzy. And then Avalanche with Autoloading Incandescent or the new Target Lock perk. Sound off what you're most interested in down in the comments. And if you thought this guide was useful, then click the like button and hit subscribe to see future guides. As always, I am your Commander Pika. Be kind, have fun, and I'll see you on the battlefield.